There is a brand new Toyota Tundra engine that can tear itself apart from the inside, and the reason why was sealed inside it the day it left the factory. Metal shavings that were never supposed to be there. If you own a 2022, 2023, or 2024 Tundra with the new twin-turbo V6, this is not a maybe. Toyota has already recalled these trucks because that debris can score the bearings, knock the engine, and in the worst cases, shut it down completely, sometimes at highway speed. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what's failing, how to check if your truck is on the list, and the one move smart owners are making right now before their engine becomes a paperweight. So let's start with what's actually going on inside that engine, because once you understand it, you'll never look at brand new the same way. The engine in question is Toyota's V35A, a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 that replaced the old V8. During manufacturing, machining the internal parts can leave behind tiny metal fragments. Now, here's the question that should bother you. How does debris survive every inspection, every wash, every quality check, and end up circulating in the oil of a $70,000 truck? Because that's exactly what happened. And that metal doesn't just sit there. It goes looking for the parts that keep your engine alive. Here's how a brand new engine ends up sabotaging itself. When those metal particles get into the oil, they ride that oil straight into the tightest, most critical clearances in the motor, the bearings the crankshaft spins on. Those bearings depend on a film of oil thinner than a human hair. Drop microscopic metal grit into that gap, and it acts like sandpaper, scoring the surfaces, generating heat, and eating away the very thing holding your engine together. The truck can feel perfectly fine for months, and then it doesn't. Stay with me, because the way owners find out is the part that should scare you. Because there's rarely a warning you'd recognize in time. Owners have reported a knocking or rattling deep in the engine, rough running, hesitation, and in the worst reports, the engine simply stalling out while driving. Think about what that means in a full-size truck. You're towing, you're merging, you're at speed, and the motor quits. This isn't a check engine light you can limp home with, and it gets worse, because by the time the noise is loud enough to notice, the damage inside is usually already done. The repair isn't a part, it's the whole engine. And this isn't a handful of unlucky trucks. Toyota's recall covers roughly 100,000 vehicles, Tundras, the Tundra Hybrid, and even the Lexus LX that shares the same engine across the 2022 through 2024 model years. Sit with that number, 100,000 trucks, all carrying the same factory defect, many still on the road right now, with owners who have no idea. So ask yourself the obvious question. If the engineering was sound, how does a flagship engine ship 100,000 times with metal in it? That's not a fluke. That's a process that failed, and you paid full price for it. Now here's why this recall hits different from a normal one. Most recalls are a software flash, or a $10 part swapped in an afternoon. This one can mean pulling the entire engine and replacing it. Think about what that does to you as the owner. Weeks without your truck, a brand new vehicle with a replaced motor on its history report, and a question mark hanging over the resale value of a truck you're still making payments on. A recall that swaps a sensor is an inconvenience. A recall that replaces the heart of the truck is a different category of problem entirely. And Toyota knows it. And here's the part that has longtime Toyota owners furious. For years, the Tundra's 5.7-liter V8 was legendary, the kind of engine people bragged about running past 300,000 miles without opening it up. It was simple, overbuilt, and nearly unkillable. Then Toyota retired it and replaced it with this complicated twin-turbo V6. More power on paper, better numbers on the sticker, and now a recall for self-destructing engines. So the people who bought a Tundra precisely because it was the truck that never breaks are now sitting in the one Tundra generation that might. That's not progress. That's a downgrade with a higher price tag. So why would Toyota walk away from a bulletproof V8 for this? Follow the pressure. Tighter fuel economy and emissions rules push every automaker towards smaller, turbocharged engines that look cleaner on a government test. Turbos make big power from small displacement, but they also run hotter, spin faster, and demand far tighter manufacturing tolerances to survive. Squeeze an engine that hard, rush it to market to hit a deadline, and the margin for error disappears. The V8 forgave mistakes. This V6 doesn't. And 100,000 owners just became the people who found that out the hard way. If nobody walked you through this when you bought your truck, That's not an oversight. That's the whole point, and it's exactly why this channel exists. So if you want the truth your dealer skips, stick around to the end because the next part is the one that actually matters. Exactly what to do if your Tundra is on that list, and how the smart owners are getting ahead of it instead of waiting to break down. Let's start with the move every single Tundra owner should make today, and it takes about 2 minutes. Go to the official Toyota Recall Lookup or the federal safety site. Type in your VIN. That's the 17-character number on your dash and your registration, and it will tell you immediately whether your exact truck is included in this recall. Do not rely on whether you feel a problem. Many of these engines feel fine right up until they don't. And do not wait for a letter in the mail. Those go out slowly, and some never arrive. 2 minutes, and your VIN tells you everything, but knowing isn't enough. You have to act on it. If your truck is on the list, here's what to do next. First, watch and listen. Any new knocking, rattling, ticking from the engine, any rough, idle hesitatio warning lights. Treat as urgent, not "I'll get to it." Second, document everything. Dates, sounds, dealer visits in writing. Why does that matter? Because if this ever escalates, a failure, a dispute, a claim, a clean paper trail is the difference between Toyota covering you and Toyota stalling you. The owners who get taken care of fastest are the ones who walk in organized, not the ones who show up with a story. And here's the move that separates the owners who come out of this fine from the ones who get burned. Don't wait for the engine to fail to engage the recall. Get in front of it now. Contact your dealer, reference the recall by name, and request the inspection and remedy while your truck is still running, on your schedule, not stranded on the side of a highway. Get the recall work documented on your service record because, and this is the part most people miss, that record is what protects your resale value and your warranty position down the road. The owners treating this as a problem to manage today are the ones keeping control. The owners hoping it won't happen to them are gambling their engine on it. But one honest warning before you go in. Here's the part the panic videos skip. Not every truck in these model years has the same risk. The remedy depends on what the dealer's inspection actually finds, and the process can take time. Parts and engines aren't always sitting on a shelf, so go in with realistic expectations. The recall is Toyota's responsibility, and the fix should be at no cost to you. But be patient, get everything in writing, and if a dealer brushes you off, escalate. Call Toyota's customer line and reference the recall directly. The goal here isn't to panic you into thinking your engine will explode tomorrow. It's to make sure that if you're one of the affected trucks, you're handled, and you're handled on your terms, not theirs. And understand what this means beyond your own driveway, because it changes how you should think about these trucks entirely. If you're shopping for a used 2022 to 2024 Tundra, this recall has to be the first thing you check. Has the engine been inspected? Was it replaced? Is the work documented? A truck with unaddressed recall work isn't a deal. It's a liability with someone else's problem baked in. And longer term, this is the question hanging over the whole new truck market. As engines get smaller, more turbocharged, and more complex to chase a government number, are we trading the trucks that lasted forever for trucks that look better on paper and break in ways the old ones never did? Your next purchase should be made with that question in mind. So here's exactly what to do this week. 1. Run your VIN through the official recall lookup today. Don't wait for a letter. 2. If you're affected, contact your dealer now and get the inspection and remedy scheduled while the truck still runs. 3. Document every sound, every visit, every promise in writing. And 4. If you're buying a used Tundra from these years, demand proof the recall was handled before you sign anything. And if the seller can't produce it, walk away. 4 steps. And you go from a potential victim of this defect to an owner who's in control of it. Because the truth is simple, the trucks got more complicated, and the owners who stay informed are the ones who don't get caught off guard. Don't be the owner who finds out from a tow truck. If this opened your eyes, hit subscribe. We break down exactly this kind of thing every week, so you're never the last to know. And go watch this next, right here, because this isn't the only way Toyota's quietly leaving Tundra owners on the hook. There's a no-fix loophole on another Tundra problem that smart owners are using to get out before it's too late, and you need to see it before your next trip to the dealer.